Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Patitan Guru Maharaj Ki Jai Krishna
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol. You made us to go in the temple only with that Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yeah, it was like in a crescendo. It was rising. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Hari bol. So nice. Very nice. That's how you have to be. Just even Vamshidhar Prabhuji was just in his, in his own world, remembering Krishna's flute and Krishna's feather, peacock feather and all. Okay, Hare Krishna. Wonderful, Prabhuji. Good. Everyone should join, just 5-10 minutes before that and start japa. Yes, I'll take up अपना ये प्रणति ना एक मिनट शेयर करती हूँ. Very nice. Yes, you may start pranati also, Prabhuji. What I did. Biju Prabhuji's voices are. He is not there. Shamlananda Prabhuji is not there.
I'm there, Mat.
He must be taking water. Hare Krishna, yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Tadanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamallam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagagana Raghunatamitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ब्रह्मण्य देवाय गोब्रह्मण्यहिताय च जगतिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालयै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरं नमो पङ्कजनाभाय नमो पङ्कजमालिने नमो पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशातदेशतारिणी पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपमं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रील प्रभुपाद महाराज.
Why you kept your video off? When you read, when you say prayers, you should keep it on. We all will enjoy, seeing your tilak. Yes, if there is an internet problem, we can keep it closed. I think we are in 15th. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yeah, welcome all everyone to Bhakti Shastri. This what module 2? Yeah, and batch 2, module 2. And we are learning from this module 3 is from 7th chapter to 12th chapter, which is Bhakti Yoga. And here we are almost in the middle. We are doing our 9th. Just one more day to go, and then we'll finish 9th chapter also. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes, and yeah, many people are joined. Yeah, where are you? And I always get confused with, don't mistake me when I say Prasanna Chitta, Shravanananda, all that initiated names. No, I get confused. With the original name if you had kept, I would have I would be remembering. And the Radha Prabhuji, no, what is not Adokshaja? Even that name, no, I get confused. So Shravanananda Prabhuji, yes. Yeah, you may start. Prasanna Chitta right now.
Yeah.
Okay, see, again I got confused. But with the face, I can remember.
Prasanna Chitta, I read.
Prasanna Chitta, yes. But I cannot remember, Yeah, no, are you comfortable? You can take the first shloka?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, what made you to say so loudly today? You're not in a workplace today. You're at home.
Yes, Mataji.
Dekha, material world will make you sick. You will not enjoy it all. But that doesn't mean you'll have to leave your job and sit at home and this. But both has to be done together. Your normal material life and this has to be in the same patri. We have to balance both life and thick. Good, very nice.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Make it
Jnanam Yagnena Chapi Anye. Yajanto Mam Upasate. Ekatvena Pratatvena. Bahudva Vishvato Mukam. Synonyms: Jnana Yagnena, by cultivation of knowledge. Cha, also. Api, certainly. Anye, others. Yajanta, sacrificing. Mam, me. Upasate, worship. Ekatvena, in oneness. Prakritvena, in duality. Bahudha, in diversity. Vishvatamukam. Vishvatamukam, in the universal form. Translation and purport by is Divine Krishna Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without a second, and as diverse in many and in the universal form. Purport. This verse is a summary of the previous verses. The Lord tells Arjuna that those who are purely in Krishna consciousness and do not know anything other than Krishna are called Mahatma. Yet there are other persons who are not exactly in the position of Mahatma, but who worship Krishna also in different ways. Some of them have already been described as the distressed, the financially destitute, and inquisitive, and others who are engaged in the cultivation of knowledge. But there are others who are still lower, and these are divided into three. He who worships himself as one with Supreme Lord, he who concocts some form of the Supreme Lord and worships that, and third is he who accepts the universal form, the Vishwarupa of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and worships that. Out of the above three, the lowest, those who worship themselves as the Supreme Lord, thinking themselves to be monists, and most predominant. Such people think themselves to be the Supreme Lord, and in this mentality they worship themselves. This is also a type of God worship, for they can understand that they are not the material body but are actually spiritual soul. At least such a sense is prominent. Generally, the impersonalists worship the Supreme Lord in this way. The second class includes the worshippers of the demigods, those who by imagination consider any form to be the form of the Supreme Lord. And the third class includes those who cannot conceive of anything beyond the manifestation of this material universe. They consider the universe to be the supreme organism or entity and worship that the universe is also a form of the Lord.
So nice points are given. So here what we were doing, yesterday, day before and all, we were talking about Mahatma only, no? Those shloka, we will take the earlier ones. Oh, Sanna Prata, those who are not deluded, who are not, like in Krishna consciousness, so people who believe Krishna is, as a supreme, who are not deluded, the great souls, such great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Like, you can take an example of small children and all. When you take them out, When as we were children, what we were doing, even today, when you travel by train or flight or anywhere, you just buy ticket and sit. You don't bother, you don't ask the driver whether you are qualified, are you experienced, have you had good sleep, no, you can drive properly, no, you'll reach me in the destination. We don't ask such question. We have blind faith in the driver or the pilot or somebody. So that way, so what happens is he takes the responsibility of reaching us. Of course, the calamities come because we are all in the material world. But with the Lord, we need to have such a faith because He's such people who are all, think God, Krishna is the supreme. They have no other, way of understanding. They're fully engaged. Like yesterday I said, no, morning, utke, like you look at God's face and, Mangalarti, this every now and then you chant. And today also, like, I suggested someone, like, 16 round is becoming, so much pending. She was writing. She made a video, okay. Our Yatra ka video she only made. Yeah, I remember now. Because I was contacting her. So she said, oh, itna pending ho gaya. Because she is not only doing all these services, she's also working and online working, or I don't know what. But then मेरा morning का झपा रह जाता है, I'm so much pending. Then I said, why you're doing all the 16 rounds in the morning itself? Just do 4. Just go in the morning. It takes hardly half an hour. Keep yourself free for half an hour. Just think 6 to 6:30 or 5:30 to 6 or whatever time you keep. Half an hour is my time. Just do japa, finish it. 4 rounds is sufficient. Half an hour mein 4 rounds ho hi jata hai. Aram se. Maybe 35 minutes. That's all. Then in the afternoon, like before lunch, you go to work. Then before you eat your lunch, half an hour I'm going to take my time. It's my time. Eat. You chant and then you eat. You eat hardly for 10 minutes. Okay. Though half an hour, lunchtime is given as half an hour. You just chit chat and while away your time. But then you productively you can do that. And again, I said, like in the something I told her, like 4 different times I told her, she became so happy. I said, this is such a simple thing every time. Now and then, every teacher say that, oh, you didn't know about it. No, I was told only to do it in the morning. I said, doing it in the morning, especially in the Murta, Brahma Murta time is any time better. It is like getting distinction. Chalo, distinction nahi mila to kam se kam first class. If not first class, at least second class. Till the end of the day, you can complete your 16 rounds. She felt relieved. So these such things, we need to know for sure, like Krishna is God and there is no other way out. We have to depend on Him. Such not deluded souls, what they do, they they get protection from the Lord also. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as a Supreme Personality of Godhead who is original and inexhaustible. Then we saw, about Mahatma also we had seen, always chanting my glory. What they do? They always chant my glories, enduring with great determination, bowing down before me. These great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Whatever we do, we need to do with devotion, not by somebody forcing me, I had to do. With that, there's no use at all. It's like mugging up and, giving answers. So in material world, yeah, mug up and you right answer, you may get full marks. But in spiritual world, this doesn't happen. You have to realize the, you should have the devotion. Okay, then what we done, this is 15th. Aaj 15th liya na, haan. So we were doing this only, no? Others who engage in sacrifice, one is like chanting and all that. The other, what did that shloka say? Chanting my glory is like either bhajans or, nama japa and all that. And they bow down and they worship me perpetually. Okay, now which category? Now, which category comes? Those who engage in sacrifice by cultivation of knowledge. Some people are more into what scriptures, scripture, that Vedanta I read, this Upanishad I read, that, this, everything. They mug up everything. They just, understand everything. They become scholars, maybe, that on the tip of their tongue. Hare Krishna. Yeah. See, I'm just fumbling with words, okay? I can't understand the shloka number. I may not understand. I may not remember the starting word and all. At least the meaning, at least we understand that is anytime better. You need not, we are not in a competition or something to, chalo, shloka start, 2.4, start. It's not like that. In when we go to this Goloka Vrindavan, they don't question us like that. What is Bhagavad Gita 17.4? Bolo. If you don't recite, then you go down to material world. They don't do that. We have to only understand that. And that requires, how will you get? Only through knowledge. We have to cultivate knowledge. And then one who engages in cultivating the knowledge and worship, also what? Also worship Supreme Lord. Not only mugging up, all the scriptures and all. And also you should have bhakti. You should need to worship the Lord. as the one without a second. There's none other than Krishna who is going to protect us. He is the only supreme. As diverse in many, though he's diversified in many forms and all that, but like in universal form. Next chapter, see, this is at the end of, almost we are coming to the end. So the continuation of the next chapter, these things are posted. So universal form and all we'll see in the next chapter. So though he's, diversified himself in so many, Rupa and all that, but still we should understand that he is only 200 form Krishna. Yeah, now Prabhuji, you take. Where are you? Shravanananda Prabhuji. Oh, you got a call, I think. Okay, fine. Yeah, so what is given here? Who are called Krishna? Who are called Mahatma? The Lord tells Arjuna that those who are purely in Krishna consciousness and do not know anything other than Krishna. They can only worship Krishna. Anything other than, they know for sure, like even for Lakshmi or any other. I know they're all subordinates, but I believe in Krishna. So my prayers are only to worship Krishna that way. So such people are Mahatma. Yet there are other persons. No, Prabhupada is saying about many people who are not, Dhrida, like they don't have such a fixed in their mind as Krishna is supreme, but the categories they have given is, but who worship Krishna also in different ways. So some of them they think themselves, there are three categories he is given. One who worship himself as one with the supreme, who? Mayavadis. What they say? Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahma. So they don't say I am Krishna. They will say I am Brahma. What is Brahma? Then Brahma is Lord alone. Like sunshine. What is sunshine? Is it different from sun? No, it is a part of the sun, this element only. But then when they say Aham Brahmasmi, what happens is their final destination is they reach Brahma. That is their ultimate motive is to reach Brahman stage, and they get merged with the Lord. So that is what they say, the Mayavadi say. So that is one category who worship himself as one with Supreme. The second one is one who concocts some form of the Lord and worship him. Take some form like sun. You must have seen many people doing arghya to the sun god and all that. It's not wrong. But imagine, just remember that Krishna, it is only, and it is described here, sun and moon are the eyes of Krishna. So there's no harm, but then you don't waste time there. You can very well, do worship to Krishna himself, 200 form. So these people are the second category. He who concocts some form of Krishna, Supreme Lord, and worship that. Ultimately going there on indirect form of worshipping. And third one is what? He who accepts the universal form, the Vishwarupa of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and worship that. So that, next chapter we'll discuss. In so many Rupa he comes, and people believe that universal form as the actual form of the Lord. So out of the above, Prabhupada says here, out of the above, because Krishna himself says that out of the above, the lowest, those who worship themselves as Lord Krishna. So Mayavadi philosophy is negated here. We should not think ourselves as Lord at all. So like example, normal colloquial, normal day-to-day example, you can say mother and child and father and child and all. Will the mother and child will become one? No, once it is born, the child will always call his mother as mama and all only, because that relationship is always maintained as mother and son, father and son, like that. So we can never become one with parent, like, and what such people think themselves to be supreme and all. Yeah, so generally the impersonalists, who believe like this, only the impersonal worship Supreme Lord in this way. The second class is what? Worshippers of the demigods, and and third one is Vishwarupa. Third includes those who cannot conceive. They cannot understand Krishna in one flute form, or about Tribhanga, that they cannot conceive Krishna in Lord in that form. So they believe everything, whatever is seen, Hava, Pani, everything, they feel that is God, and they start worshipping that. So the other third class include those who cannot conceive anything beyond the manifestation of it. Third class is people who cannot think anything other than Krishna. Only 200 form is our we need to worship. They consider the universe to be the supreme organism and entity and worship that. The universe is also, okay, that is what is given on the top, but here I got confused. And the third class includes those who cannot conceive of anything beyond the manifestation of this material universe. They feel whatever is manifested in the material manifestation, they can see the earth, the air, see, and they cannot see the air, they can feel the air. They can see the sky, whatever is they see in the universal form, the material world, that they think as Krishna. That is the third class. Even those people can be tolerated, but not one who thinks themselves as Krishna. So those three different things are given here, categories, and what, 16, who is raised then? Vamshidhar Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Vamshidhar Prabhuji, are you there?
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Aham kratur aham yajna. Swadaham aham aushadham.
Vadhanam,
Swadhanam.
Swadhanam,
Swadaham aham aushadham. Mantroham aham eva jam. Aham agnir aham hutam.
Here, no, everywhere you will get aham, I. He says that. That's why, even if there is apostrophe, he says aham. Mantro aham. I am the mantra. Aham eva jyam. Aham agnir. Aham hutam. Then this is what swada aham. Aham aushadam. So we have to say that aham, so that you will understand the meaning also. Yes, Prabhuji. Synonyms.
Aham, I, Kratur, Vedic rituals. Aham, I, Yajnaha, Smriti, sacrifice. Swadha, oblation. Aham, I, Aushadham, healing herbs. Mantra, transcendental chant. Aham, I, Eva, certainly. Ajyam, melted. Butter. Butter. Aham, I, Agni, fire. Aham, I, Hutam, offering. Transcendental translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. But it is I who I am the ritual, I the sacrifice, the offering to the ancestors, the healing herbs and transcendental chant. I am the butter and the fire and the offering. Purport by His Divine Grace, Prabhupada ki jai. The Vedic sacrifice known as the Jyotishma is also Krishna, and he is also the Maha Yajna method mentioned in the Smriti, the ovulation offered to the Pitruloka or the sacrifice performed to please the Pitruloka, considered as kind of drug in the form of clarified butter. Clarified butter is also Krishna. The mantras chanted in this connection are also Krishna, and many other commodities made with milk products offering in the sacrifice are also Krishna. The fire is also Krishna because fire is one of the five material element and is therefore claimed as the separated energy of Krishna. In other words, the Vedic sacrifice recommended in the Karma Kanda division of the Vedas are in the total also Krishna, or in other words, those who are engaged in rendering devotional service unto Krishna are to be understood to have performed all the sacrifice recommended in the Vedas. Hare Krishna.
So there is no explanation needed. Still, if you want to say something in short, whatever is given here, the same thing, Prabhupada.
Yes, everything is Krishna. Krishna is all his potencies and his pancha. His five material like fire element. He is Krishna, and Hutam he is Krishna, and clarified butter is Krishna. Offering is Krishna, and Swaha is Krishna. Her medical works is Krishna. Everything
Fire
is Krishna. All
everything
pervading.
Krishna. Yes.
Krishna.
Yes. So in other words, the Vedic sacrifices recommended in the Karma Kanda, the division of Vedas, are in total also Krishna. So that's why next to it comes, Om, even Om. Someone has asked, in the someone asked me why Om is, I think Prasanna Chitta Prabhuji only asked. Because Om is also Krishna. Everything is Krishna. Yes. Yeah, who's going to, Biju Prabhuji, your hand is raised.
18 sloka is very interesting, is important, I think.
Vamshidhar Prabhuji, you are telling me something?
Upcoming 18th sloka is very interesting.
Comes all now, aham, it will keep coming.
Correct.
By 18th it is coming.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 17. pitaham asya jagato mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkara rik sama yajurj vacha.
Vacha, Hare Krishna.
Synonyms: Pita, father; Aham, I; Asya, of this; Jagata, universe; Mata, mother; Dhata, supporter; Pitamaha, grandfather; Vedyam, what is to be known; Pavitram, that which purifies; Omkara, the syllable Om; Rik, the Rigveda; Sama, the Samaveda; Sama, the Samaveda; Yajur, the Yajurveda; Eva, certainly; Cha, and. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the supporter, and the grandchild. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also the Sama and the Yajurvedas.
Yes.
Purport. The entire cosmic manifestations, moving and non-moving, are manifested by different activities of Krishna's energy. In the material existence, we create different relationships with different living entities who are nothing but Krishna's marginal energy. Under the creation of Prakriti, some of them appear as our father, mother, grandfather, creator, etc. But actually, they are parts and parcels of Krishna. As such, these living entities who appear to be our father, mother, etc. are nothing but Krishna. In this verse, the word dhata means creator. Not only our father and mother, parts and parcels of Krishna, but the creator, grandmother and grandfather, etc. are also Krishna. Actually, any living entity being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna. All the Vedas, therefore, aim only towards Krishna. Whatever we want to know through the Vedas is but a progressive step towards understanding Krishna. That subject matter which helps us purify our constitutional position is especially Krishna. Similarly, the living entity who is inquisitive to understand all Vedic principles is also part and parcel of Krishna, and as such is also Krishna. In all Vedic mantras, the word Om, called Pranava, is a transcendental sound vibration and is also Krishna. And because it is all hymn of the four Veda, Samaveda, Yajur, Rig, and Atharva, the Pranava or Omkara is very prominent. It is understood to be Krishna. So here
So
again,
Krishna, that is, I think, what is not Krishna is easy to talk about. Because nothing is without Krishna. Everything is Krishna, related to Krishna only. Yes.
this is basically self-explanatory. It again emphasizes the importance of Krishna, and everything what we experience in our life is all but Krishna. So whether it is a father, mother, or even grandfather, grandmother, they are part and parcels of Krishna. Similarly, that's the creator. So similarly, the vibration Om and all the Vedas are also none other than Krishna.
Krishna, right? It starts with the word Om in all the Vedas, the four Vedas, Sama, Yajur, Atharva. All the shlokas will start with Pranava. What is that Pranava? Omkara. That Om itself is representing Krishna. So whatever what yajna you do to any demigod, what do you say? Suryaya Namah. So for example, Om Namo Suryaya Namaha. First you start with Om. So this is already going to Krishna. Then subsidiary it goes to Surya, Yaganpati or whatever. But then first when it comes as Om, Om itself represents Krishna. So the entire, who is Bhokta, Krishna himself Bhokta. I missed one here where they said, what we read from 15, no? Something I forgot to mention. What is that? I just remembered. Where is it? Oh, this is what I was thinking. Is it something important he has given? Some of them have already been described. Some of them already been described as there are four dushkritinas, the distressed, financially destitute. What we have already learned this, the inquisitive and those who are engaged in the cultivation of knowledge. And he says that I like only such person. Oh, not dushkritina. I said sukritina. These people are sukritina. They are all devotees only who who are more distressed and, asking Lord for seeking some help, and then financially destitute, please give me money, that way. And then inquisitive to know more about Krishna. More about Krishna pastimes, that, this and all stories. And those who are engaged in cultivation of knowledge to know actually who am I as a soul. So, and that shloka he says that I like only that devotee who is engaged in the cultivation of knowledge. So what he said here, such people are also Mahatma. Some of them, different kinds, different ways, these people can also become Mahatma. So I was wondering, now only I just remembered that words came and how come I missed. Anyway, now we are in what? Omkara. Yes. Are you completed? No. So he's Data, protector, creator, everything, mother, father. So if you see, imagine, see, our scriptures are so nicely written, no? When you really actually understand this, how can we have any enmity towards anyone? When you see everyone, right from your ant, all the animals, birds, everything, any living entity you see, your own human, there won't be any enmity with any other human being also. You will never feel like fighting with anybody. Because actually you see him as Krishna only, in a different form. Only physically is different. He or she is different. Otherwise, within him or her is Krishna only. So there won't be any enmity, right? But how many people can do that? Oh, Bapre. Abhi to it has become really worse. Yeah. Sanjay Mataji, yes, Hare Krishna. You want to read, Mataji? Yeah. Can you keep your video on, please? If possible. No force. Yeah. You have your tilak. Mainly, I want to see your tilak. Come closer. Yeah, I can see something. Yeah, it's there. Don't feel so shy and all. Otherwise, you will not be able to speak. Read correctly. Yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gatir Bharata Prabhu
No, you need help. You need help. Yeah. Gatir Bharta
Gatir Bharta
Prabhu Sakshi
Prabhu Sakshi
Nivasa Sharanam Suhrit
Nivashasya
Sharanam
Saranam
Suhrit. Be bold. Don't feel, you're making mistake. You're not making mistake. You're reading correctly only, okay? Only that I'm trying to help you. Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam
Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam
Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam.
Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam.
Very bold. Synonyms.
Synonyms: Gati, Go, Bharata,
Not
Sustainer.
Bharata. This is not Bharata. Bharta.
Bharata.
No, not
Bharta.
Bharata also. Not Bharata. What do we
Bharta.
have? Not one food. What is that? Bharta? What? Which Bharta we have? Some food.
Master.
Which one?
Master Mataji. Bharta means husband or master.
No. Sustainer. Yeah, but no. I'm telling her, how to understand Bharta.
Bharta.
What do you call that?
Bangan ka bharta.
Bangan ka Bharta. Yeah, I was not getting
Bangan
Bangan.
ka bharta, bharta. You
Yeah,
can
when you
remember
remember Bangan ka Bharta, that Bharta will come aram se in your mouth. Okay, see where we are taking the topic to. Okay, Bharta. Okay, not Bharata, Bharta. No.
Bharta. Bharta, Sustainer, Prabhu, Lord, Sakshi, Witness, Nivasha, Abode, Saranam, Refugee, Suhrt, Most Intimate Friend, Prabhava, Creation, Pralaya, Dissolution, Sthanam, Ground, Nidhanam, Resting Place, Bijam, Seed, Avyayam, Imperishable,
Not Avyayam. Avyayam. Imperishable.
Avyayam, Imperishable. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada.
It's there.
I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refugee, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place and the eternal seed. Purport: Gati means the destination where we want to go, but the ultimate goal is Krishna, although people do not know it. One who does not know Krishna is misled, and his so-called progressive march is either partial or hallucinatory. There are many who make as their destination different demigods, and by rigid performance of the strict respective methods, they reach different planets known as Chandraloka, Suryaloka, Indraloka, Maharloka, etc. But all such lokas or planets being a creation of Krishna are simultaneously Krishna and not Krishna. Such planets, being manifestations of Krishna's energy, are also Krishna, but actually they serve only as a step forward for realization of Krishna. To approach the different energies of Krishna is to approach Krishna indirectly. One should directly approach Krishna, for that will save time and energy. For example, if there is a possibility of going to the top of a building by the help of an elevator, why should one go by the staircase step by step? Everything is resting on Krishna's energy. Therefore, without Krishna's shelter, nothing can exist. Krishna is the supreme ruler uh, because everything belongs to him and everything exists on his energy. Krishna, being situated in everyone's heart, is the supreme witness. The residences, countries, or planets are which we live are also Krishna. Krishna is the ultimate ruler, shelter. Therefore, one should take shelter of Krishna either for protection or for annihilation of his distress. And whenever we have to take protection, we should know that our protection must be a living force. Krishna is the supreme living entity, and since Krishna is the source of our generation of the Supreme Father, no one can be a better friend than Krishna, nor can anyone be a better well-wisher. Krishna is the original source of creation and the ultimate rest after annihilation. Krishna is therefore the eternal cause of all causes.
Causes, yes. What can you briefly say, Mataji? Everything is Krishna, simply.
Yes, everything is Krishna itself mentioned that and other who are indirectly worshipping other demigods, they are indirectly worshipping Krishna only, like Surya Loka, Chandra Loka, anything else they are worshipping or any demigods they are worshipping, they are indirectly worshipping Krishna only. And every energy is Krishna, and we should not indirectly worship Krishna, but to directly approach Krishna only.
And what is directly worshipping Krishna is like going in an elevator. Suppose 40 floors, 50 floors building is there. Will you ever take up the steps, go through demigods and then reach Krishna? No, we will always wait for the elevator to come and then you go sup upper. So better to take Krishna as the supreme and then worship him. Because everything is Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. To approach the different energies of Krishna is like approaching Krishna only. But indirect way. They're all approaching Krishna in an indirect way. So is there possibility of going to the top of the building by the help of an elevator? Why should one go by staircase, step by step? It's a foolishness. Okay, then the residences, countries or planets which are like Krishna is ultimate goal. Okay. And whenever everything is done. And since Krishna is the source of our generation or the Supreme Father, no one can be better friend than Krishna. See, our own father, how he has taken care of us when we were small child, or we as a father now, how are we taking care of our children, our child? So we are more, protective about our child, right? We'll hold the child hand. When we take the child to, outside and all, the child is bindas, it will, we have to just hold its hand. He will look everywhere and he will walk on the road because we are holding. He knows very well. I need not be very cautious about my path because my father or mother are taking me outside. But the moment you leave his hand, what happens? Then he becomes cautious. Then entire responsibility comes on him, whether he is able to cross the road and all that. So only when he grows up, his hand is left. Otherwise, still, as long as he is a small child, as I'm talking this, a material example. When a child is small, we take we take protection. We protect the child, and the child is cool about it. Why? As a parent, we take the responsibility of taking care of the children's, good things and all. So the same way what we have to think, because Krishna being our father, he's very kind to us, and who else can take care of us other than our own father, our own parent. So Krishna, no one can be better friend than Krishna's. Nor can anyone be better as well-wisher. He's our well-wisher, he's our friend, he's our data, all that we read earlier. Yes. So Krishna is the original source of Krishna and the ultimate rest after annihilation also. So Krishna is therefore the eternal causes of all causes. Yes, in all aham only. Who else? Hare Krishna. Nobody has raised hand. Maunika Mataji, Manjula Mataji. Manjula
Mataji,
Mataji back today? Did you read Mataji today? No, na?
no, Mataji,
not
I'm just
today.
back from, hello?
Acha, acha.
No,
I mean, you can, yeah, you can join when you're comfortable. I'm just taking out your names. Yeah, Rohini Mataji, take up.
Mataji,
And
but I did
others
not
also.
apply. Mataji, I can read, but I did not apply Tilak still, just I'm back.
That's okay. You apply, Tilak can come, no problem. How much time is it going to take for applying? See, for applying Tilak, you need not have to, when you come from office, just wash your face and you can apply Tilak. You need not have to take bath and all. That's okay. That much is excused in ISKCON, okay? Yeah. After Rohini Mataji, if you're comfortable, you can read Mataji.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rohini Mataji, take up. Tapamyaham.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 19. Tamyaham aham varsham.
Tapamyaham. Tapam.
Oh, yes, sorry. Tapamyaham aham varsham. Nigrahanamya utsrajami cha. Amritam chaiva mrityuscha. Sadaschaham Arjuna.
Sadasachaham. Sadasachaham.
Sadasachaham Arjuna.
Hey Krishna.
Word to word. Tapami, give heed. Aham, I. Varsham, rain. Nigrahanami.
Nigranami. Just say Nigranami.
Nigranami. Withhold. Utsrajami. Send forth. Cha. And. Amritam. Immortality. Cha. And. Eva. Certainly. Mrityu. Death. Cha. And. Sat. Spirit. Asat. Matter. Cha. And. Aham. I. Arjuna. O Arjuna. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Arjuna, I give heed and I withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality and I am also death personified. Both spirit and matter are in me. Krishna, by his different energies, diffuses heat and light through the agency of the electricity and the sun. During the summer season, it is Krishna who checks rain from falling from the sky, and then during the rainy season, he gives unceasing torrents of rain. The energy which sustains us by prolonging the duration of our life is Krishna, and Krishna meets us at the end as death. By analyzing all these different energies of Krishna, one can ascertain that for Krishna, there is no distinction between matter and spirit, or in other words, he is both matter and spirit. In the advanced stage of Krishna consciousness, one therefore makes no such distinctions. He sees only Krishna in everything. Since Krishna is both matter and spirit, the gigantic universal form comprising of all material manifestation is also Krishna. And his pastimes in Vrindavan, as two-handed Shamsundar playing on a flute, are those of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yes. So here also I, aham. What all aham he says? He is heat. He withholds, he sends forth the rain, everything, like, his immortality. Then I am death also, death personified. And then spirit and matter also same. Immortals, you can explain, Mataji? Anything is there?
Prabhupada is saying that so basically the people who are worshipping the universal form of Krishna are actually worshipping his energies. And the understanding that we Gaudiya Vaishnavas have to take is that we should worship the personal form. This is not for us.
Yes. That's why it's given. A Krishna conscious person, therefore, makes no such distinction. Because we understand it's all God's energy only. So instead of his energy, we have to, directly worship Lord Krishna only. Why his energy separately like that? Yeah, that's all. This 20th. Who's taking Hare Krishna? Manjula Mataji. You can take out anybody else. Monika Mataji, Hare Krishna. Navya Mataji. Then what? Shravana. Who else? Kirtana Mataji. Hare, I'm wasting time. Hardly we have any time. Yeah. Biju Prabhuji, take. You can't
Om
force it.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Traividyam mam sopma papa puta papa. Yagye rishtva swargati partayante. Te punyamasadya surendra loka. Mashyanti divyanti deva bhogan.
Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Synonyms. Traividya, the nose of the three Vedas, Mam, me. Soma Papa, drinkers of Soma juice. Puta, purified. Papa, of sins. Yagnya, with sacrifices. Istva, worshipping. Swagatim, passage to heaven. Prathayante, pray for. Te, they, punyam, pious. Asadhya, attaining. Sura Indra, of Indra. Lokam, the world. Asnanti, enjoy. Divyan, celestial. Divi, in heaven. Deva Bhogan, the pleasures of the God. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jaya. Those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma juice, seeking the heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. Purified of sinful reactions, they take birth on the pious heavenly planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights.
Yes.
But the word Traividya refers to three Vedas, Sama, Yajur, Rig. The Brahmana who has studied these three Vedas is called Trivedi. Anyone who is very much attached to the knowledge derived from these three Vedas is respected in society. Unfortunately, there are many great scholars of Vedas who do not know the ultimate purport of studying them. Therefore, Krishna herein declares himself to be the ultimate goal of Trivedis. Actually, Trivedis take shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna and engage in pure devotional service to satisfy the Lord. Devotional service begins with the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra and side by side trying to understand Krishna in truth. Unfortunately, those who are simply officially students, officially, those who are simply official students of Vedas become more interested in offering sacrifices to the different demigods like Indra and Chandra. By such endeavor, the worshippers of different demigods are certainly purified of the contamination of the lower qualities of nature and are thereby elevated to the higher planetary systems or heavenly planets known as Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, etc. Once situated on these higher planetary systems, one can satisfy his senses hundreds of thousands of times better than on this planet. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So, Trivedi. We have the Dvivedi, Trivedi and all. It is only big. Now it has become only a surname. But what actually it means, Trivedi is supposed to know all the three Vedas. And what all these
Why is the four Vedas not written? Chaturveda.
Chaturvedi.
Why is it not mentioned here that Krishna is
Actually, no, that other, the last Veda is, I mean, that is what Atharva Veda is not related to, that's what I heard. Huh? It is not related to God or something. It is related to some healing or something. All these things are related to the Lord's glories and all. But Atharva Veda is something different. That's why that is not mentioned. That's what I heard. I have not learned any Atharva Veda and all that. So it is not related to God. That's why he has not mentioned. But though it is there, Chaturveda. So, yeah, what else? And so, but here is, unfortunately, there are many great scholars of Vedas. Vedana, Dvivedis and Trivedis, Chaturvedis and all. In present age also, they are only as a surname. They do not know anything. But yeah, but those days, though they were called Trivedis, but how was their understanding? They may be great scholars of Vedas, but they do not know the ultimate purpose of learning all this. What did they learn all this to reach the heavenly abode, to reach the Lord? That without understanding that, they learn all these scriptures. So they become only knowledge they gain. That's all. That's of no use. Therefore, Krishna here declares himself that I am the ultimate goal. So understand, even when you read all these Vedas and notice, I am the ultimate goal. So you need to understand that and read all this. Actual Trivedis take shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna and engage in pure devotional service to satisfy the Lord. Okay, what else we learned? Unfortunately, they are simply official students. Yeah, okay. Abhi to aur bhi, nobody knows anything. Only Dvivedi, Trivedi, only they have names. Chaturvedi. By such endeavors, is there any Chaturvedis in our class? All are initiated names, so I can easily. They will just come and fight with me. Hey, what you're talking? Okay, so what else is given? The lower qualities, yeah, certainly by such endeavor, the worshippers of different demigods are certainly purified of the contamination of the lower qualities of nature. Then they can be elevated to Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka and all. Once situated into those higher planetary system, one can satisfy his senses hundreds of thousands of times better than on this planet. Compared to this planet, that is better. But is it the ultimate? No, still further we need to go to Krishna Loka. That is the ultimate abode. Yeah. Yes, Manjula Mataji, you're back. Yes, no problem. If you want to keep your video off, also no problem. I just said you should also feel comfortable. See, you should not feel pressurized on the all others. Also, I'm saying you should take part. Yes, Mataji, take up.
Just a second, Mataji. Te tam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam क्षीणे पुण्ये मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति एवं त्रयी धर्मम् अनुप्रपन्ना गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते. Synonym: they tam that bhuktva, having enjoyed, swargalokam, heaven, vishalam, vast, kshine, being exhausted, punye, the results of their pious activities, martyalokam, to the mortal earth, vishanti, fall down, evam, thus, trayi, of the three Vedas, dharmam, doctrines, anuprapanna, following gata agatam, death and birth, kama kamaha, desiring sense enjoyments, labante, attain. Translation and purport by Srila, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: when they have thus enjoyed vast heavenly sense pleasure and the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they return to this mortal planet again. Thus, those who seek sense enjoyment by adhering to the principles of the three Vedas achieve only repeated birth and death.
No, yes.
Purport:
reading Vedas will not give them any salvation.
Yeah. So once their pious activity is completed, they'll again take birth again on the
Yes.
Purport: one who is promoted to the higher planetary systems enjoys a longer duration of life and better facilities for sense enjoyment. Yet one is not allowed to stay there forever. One is again sent back to this earth upon finishing the resultant fruits of pious activities. He who has not attained perfection of knowledge, as indicated in the Vedanta Sutra, Janmadhyasya Yataha, or in other words, he who fails to understand Krishna, the cause of all causes, becomes baffled about achieving the ultimate goal of life, and is thus subjected to the routine of being promoted to the higher planets and then again coming down, as if situated on a Ferris wheel, which sometimes goes up and sometimes comes down. The purport is that instead of being elevated to the spiritual world, from which there is no longer any possibility of coming down, one simply revolves in the cycle of birth and death on higher and lower planetary systems. One should better take to the spiritual world to enjoy an eternal life full of bliss and knowledge, and never return to this miserable material existence.
So, what you can explain, Mataji?
I mean, the person, the ultimate goal should be like, reaching of Goloka. Because when we have the pious activities, we are like, we are, whatever karma pious activities we have, it will just finish and again we have to take a birth again in the materialistic world. So rather than we'll have to concentrate on the spiritual world and elevate ourselves to the spiritual planet, so that the revolution of taking birth and death will does not exist.
Yeah. So all the Janaloka, Tapaloka and all that you may reach. There's no, after doing all pious activities, there is a chance of, you will definitely get whatever good karma you do, you will definitely get uska, or the reaction of that. Bad karma is definitely, nothing is nullified. Everything we have to undergo all the trials. So you will go, but then what happens is after nullifying all your punya karma, you will fall down. Or else what? Even if you're enjoying there also, ultimately what? Even that planet is annihilated at the time of this pralaya. This major, when Brahma reaches that 100 years, so everything is dissolved that time. So there's no use. The people who go to Krishna Loka, when you go to Goloka Vrindavan, only that planet always remain. So we need to always take the ultimate goal as to reach the Krishna Loka, and not all this. It doesn't mean that you should not do punya karma and all. You should do punya karma, but then thinking, behind whatever we do here, we should always take Lord's name. Yeah, Rohini Mataji. Yeah. All others are, and I just read the chat. I didn't read all this chat earlier. Navya Mataji is busy. She's traveling. Vaishnavi Mataji is busy. Kirtana Mataji is also busy. It's okay. You are all at least able to attend, no? But whenever it is possible, kindly participate, okay? Yeah, whoever is free can participate. Yes, Mataji. Important. All shlokas are important now.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 22. Ananyaschintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham.
Have you read this Yogakshemam Bahamyam anywhere?
Life insurance.
They have taken this only. Everybody, the Kavi, all poets and all, they take everything from this only. Those words and all. Yogakshemam Bahamyam is what? LIC is claiming. You just keep paying your, all that, what premiums and all. We will give you. We will, whenever there's any calamity, when you die, we are there. Trust in us. We will give to your, your partner, whomever, you take the insurance on. Like that. But the whole LIC building itself is on flames. We have seen that also in Chennai or somewhere I read, Even, see, it's also a material, office is material, your documents, everything is material only. So who will give guarantee? Even LIC office is only a name. That's only a name. And, it's only people work there. That's all. But they have taken this Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. We will protect you. But is it possible? Other than Krishna, nobody can protect us. Yes, Mataji, synonyms.
Ananya, having no other object, Chintayanta, concentrating, Mam, on me, Ye, those who, Jana, person, Paryupasate, properly worship, Tesham, of them, Nitya, always, Abhiyuktanam, fixed in devotion, Yoga, requirements, Kshemam, protection, Vahami, carry, Aham, I. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Mataji, just a personal, this is so hope-giving, no? Like, poster bana ke laga do sab jagah ghar mein. It's like so faith-building and so hope-giving.
Yes. But this is a beautiful, that meaning, I carry what they lack. So you need not have to ask God. He says, I will give you whatever you lack, I will give. You're short of money, I will give. When? I know when to give. You're short of something else, I know. Is it only if we deserve, he will give. We can aim for anything. I want to become Ambani also, I can say. But do we really deserve that? So that also he sees, if we deserve, definitely he will give. Whatever we lack, he will give. And what else? Not only he will give. See, he may give us a lottery mil gaya. We may become, karodpati, like whatever. Kaun banega karodpati? I went and I got money. But after that, if I, cough or if I go for some medical checkup, oh, big disease gone. The entire hospital will gain because of my money. There's of no use. So he says, I will give you what you lack, and also what he guarantees that I preserve and whatever I give, I will preserve that also. So what a double benefit you get when you believe in Krishna. Instead of LIC and all, just believe in Krishna, he will take care of everything. But is it possible in material world? Nobody believes this. Though he himself is saying in Bhagavad Gita, still people have doubt. Nahi, aisa thodi hota hai na. I have to keep something for my future, for my children and all that. Yes, Hare Krishna. Perfect, yes.
One who is unable to live for a moment without Krishna consciousness cannot but think of Krishna 24 hours a day, being engaged in devotional service by hearing, chanting, remembering, offering prayers, worshipping, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, rendering other services, cultivating friendship, and surrendering fully to the Lord. So this is the Navvidha Bhakti Prabhupada has told.
Yes, yes.
Such activities are all auspicious and full of spiritual potencies, which make the devotee perfect in self-realization, so that his only desire is to achieve the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Before dying, I hope to reach this. Such a devotee undoubtedly approaches the Lord without difficulty. This is called yoga. By the mercy of the Lord, such a devotee never comes back to this material condition of life. Kshema refers to the merciful protection of the Lord. The Lord helps the devotee to achieve Krishna consciousness by yoga. And when he becomes fully Krishna consciousness, the Lord protects him from falling down to a miserable conditioned life. Hare Krishna.
Oh, Hare Krishna, yes. We all wait for that only, but we do not know when is our expiry date. Can be next moment, maybe after 10 years. I cannot say 10 years also. I'm almost nearing the, but can't say, people are there till 120 also, like. So that is the desire is to only to achieve the association of Supreme Personality of God. But we are all in the right track. Okay, we are all in the right track, and slowly we will achieve. Let's hope. And God doesn't leave. He says, "I will never." He says, "No, Partha, what my devotee, I will never." What that shloka I don't remember. I will never leave my devotees. I will always protect them. He assures. We have to just be. What, my Prabhuji? Can you quote?
Ananyas Chintayantamam
No,
Yedana
Ananya Chintayane. In 18th chapter he says.
that is
Tell boldly.
Sarvadharma Parityagi
I will protect.
Mamekam Saranam Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo.
Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Isha. Is it that I mean? No, not that also. Something else, Prabhuji. It comes anyway in 18th chapter we'll see.
18.58 Mataji, I think.
What is that?
58.
What is that?
I just opened. I will.
He says, don't fear. I am there for you. What else we need? Who gives such a guarantee?
Sarvadharman Paritajya?
Mamekam. No, not that also.
No, not that.
That is just saying, forget all whatever lectures I've given, just forget everything, just do Sharan. No, just surrender unto me. That is also nice. But he says, I will not, I will not, that word I'm not getting.
Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, that's sir. Machita Sarva Durgani Mat Prasadat Tari Shashi Atha Che Tvam Ahankara Na Shashi Na Shashyasi.
No, not that. What I know, it may be that, but then what I mean is, you can search like,
if you become, one second, if you become unconscious, you will pass over all obstacle and condition life by
no, you just search Google in Google. You search.
Conscious, but
tell boldly.
Not here about it. Not yes. Go ahead, Mataji.
Tell boldly, Arjuna. He tells Arjuna, tell boldly everyone that I will take care of you. I will take care of the bhaktas. He will never.
That is from the.
I remember that
shloka, Mataji. 31 shloka from the 6th, 5th, 6th, 4th chapter. That is Pratiknyati Kaunterya Name Bhakta Pranashyati.
Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Name Bhakta Pranashyati is there also.
Pratigna count. Yes, that is 31 sloka from fourth chapter, I think.
I know.
Name Bhakta Pranashyati. My devotee never perish.
My devotee never perish.
No,
that is also there. I don't know. I'm getting confused. 18th chapter, there is one shloka. I'm very
sure. 18th chapter 62 also there, similar to here.
What is that?
58 also similar to here. Similar what I just quoted.
That wordings, I'm just forgetting. Okay, anyway, I was not prepared also. Suddenly I got that meaning. Okay, this is because of okay, he's there to protect us. And when we become fully Krishna conscious, that the Lord protects him from falling down to a miserable condition like wow. So what is he expecting us? Just remember me, that's all, and do devotion to me. And in what all way we can show devotion, it will come in further in other verses. Can we take one more shloka? If how big is it? We will do because 1 hour is too short. Yes, who is taking? Nobody is there.
Sharanam Gacha Sarvabhava Bharata Tat Prasadat Parva Shantim Shantinam Prashi Shashvatam is 62 also, Mataji.
I don't know. I'll have to check, Prabhuji. Now,
the grace of
that
shloka from my mind. Attain transcendental peace, supreme and eternal board. 62.
No. I had something else in my mind. Many shlokas are there.
But Mataji, one thing, the Name Bhakta Pranashyati itself, it is the very powerful shloka, Mataji. Because Krishna saying to Arjuna, you declare, my devotees never perish. I am declaring through yourself, because you are my kindest, sincere, and most dearest and lovable devotee. And now you declare to my all devotees, the devotees are those who are engaged in my loving devotional service. They will never perish. And you that declare yourself.
Yes,
It is this one sloka we can meditate, Mataji, then we don't have any fear or any anxiety.
yes. 18 में बहुत सारे ऐसे श्लोकास है
18 many slokas are there, Mataji. After
can meditate
50,
on
there are
all that.
many assurances there.
Yeah. Shall we take one more, or all are busy? Are you all leaving? Then we can stop here. I think
We
we'll
can
stop.
take.
We can take.
Mataji.
Okay, okay. Who's taking? You're taking, Mataji. Manjula Mataji, take.
23.
Who's taking?
ये अपि अन्यदेवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः ते अपि माम् एव कौन्तेय यजन्त्याविधिपूर्वकम्.
Oh,
Those who appear also Anya of other Devata, gods, Bhaktaha, devotees, Yajante, worship, Shraddhaya, Anvitaha, with faith. They appear also Mam, me, Eva, only, Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, Yajanti, they worship Avidhi Purvakam in a wrong way. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. Purport. Persons who are engaged in the worship of demigods are not very intelligent. Although such worship is offered to me indirectly, Krishna says, for example, when a man pours water on the leaves and branches of a tree without pouring water on the root, he does so without sufficient knowledge or without observing regulative principles. Similarly, the process of rendering service to different parts of the body is to supply food to the stomach. The demigods are, so to speak, different officers and directors in the government of the Supreme Lord. One has to follow the laws made by the government, not by the officers or directors. Similarly, everyone is to offer his worship to the Supreme Lord only. That will automatically satisfy the different officers and directors of the Lord. The officers and directors are engaged as representatives of the government, and to offer some bribe to the officers and directors is illegal. This is stated here as Avidhi Purvakam. In other words, Krishna does not approve the unnecessary worship of the demigods.
Vidhi. Vidhi is proper, direct, properly, done. This is avidhi. It's opposite of this. You're not on the proper, you're not doing what, worshipping me. You're worshipping me indirectly, which is not proper. Yeah. And you can find, the contradiction. Earlier he said, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. I'm giving you that intelligence to worship. You continue worshipping the demigod. But when we were in a very starting stage, you believe in Krishna. I mean, you believe in Muruga, or rather, Ganpati, Lakshmi, Saraswati, and all. Do continue, because I'm giving you that buddhi. But slowly, what you need to come to the proper channel. You should understand that ultimately Krishna is everything. Now, this also in further this we can see in next chapter also. All this, Virat Rupa. Yes, you can believe me in that also. You can worship me. But ultimately, remember, these are only my, energies. Ultimately, Krishna is one with two-handed form. So we see earlier when he says Dadami Buddhi Yogam, now he says that is wrong. So that means what we can understand, he's not negating his own words. He's saying in the initial stage, yes, do that. But after learning, after a certain period, just remember, doing continuously that way only is wrong. That is a wrong path. Avidhi Purvakam. We should only, in other words, Krishna does not approve. Earlier he approved. But after we have come to, little higher, we have come to 9th chapter, then we should still not hang on to that words. So we should come out of all that. Yes, 24, we can take it tomorrow. Okay, Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Yeah, all are, very well learned. Everyone knows about all this. We have already learned and nothing new. Okay, Hare Krishna. Only that, group study, what do you call that? Breakout rooms, but hardly few people. Most of them are, not repeaters, attendees and all. Hardly we have 4-5 students only. So in that 4-5 students, we can, open, what is that, closed room and all. Why should we give? We can do discussion. People like two people, we can do discussion, and we can. After all this, let us complete 6 chapters together. Okay. And you all can tell me who are all going to Yatra also. I have written message to Aishwarya Mataji. She is yet to see my message. So, because we need to know, because Biju Prabhuji will be attending Yatra, right?
So I'm coordinating with Dhanya Mataji. Yesterday we had a meeting with Krishna Kumar Prabhu and Mohan Das Prabhu. So there are almost 123 registered devotees.
How much
They're expecting
registration?
as of now 123, but it is likely to be close to